Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this December 2nd, 2022. And I've noticed that a lot of people are really confused and have a lot of fear about the way things are in today's world. And some of those people come through the Archaics YouTube channel. With the pending end of times on our horizon. But the main thing is, we don't need to fear. Because what's the worst that can happen? You die, right? Well, we all die anyway. But we don't really die. That's the catch. Our avatars cease to exist. These meat suits that our signal, who is who we are, come through, ceases to exist. But we continue on. And whatever this realm is, really doesn't matter. All that matters is we stay focused on doing the best we can, living virtuously with compassion and caring and sharing and cooperation, and just standing in our light, shining for other people to also see some hope. Because to me, this is the most amazing time ever. Because the whole world has access to realizing their true potential of being creator beings and creating their own realities. And I've talked about that many times, that we do create our own realities. Often we create it through our fear and our worrying about things, and so we set up a loop that brings in things at that vibration, that resonance. And so we always have something to fear and worry about. So we have to shake off that frequency, shake off that resonance, and start resonating without fear. That is key. You cannot have fear. And it's really tricky because all of our indoctrination has been pushing us toward fear, to have the fear and scarcity mindset. And you can see it's working very well. That's why you have to stay focused on who you really are. And you have to be honest with yourself and have self-awareness. And again, if you really want to manifest what you intend, what your conscious mind intends, you have to clean out, reprogram your unconscious and subconscious intentions. And you can do that with Language Lessons of the Heart, which you can find information on in my Emotional Healings playlist on this channel. And there's also a Loth workshop playlist that goes straight to doing the 4 processes. And if you feel hopeless, out of sorts, overwhelmed, anxious, depressed, any of those, now's the time to start doing your emotional healing work. And just by putting a lot of focus into that, you'll take your mind off of all these worries and concerns that have you at a resonant state that keeps you there. It is a feedback loop, and you have to change your resonance to change your reality. So, and a lot of things affect your resonance. If you're ingesting substances of any type, really the best thing we can do is consume fruit. It's the most electromagnetic, the most alive, has the most vibrance and biophotons. So yeah, if we're eating processed foods and really heavy, dense foods, that's going to affect our resonance, of course. If we're using any kind of drugs, including caffeine, sugar, pharmaceuticals, they'll all affect our resonance. And of course, the media you put in your mind, what you put in your psyche, also affects your resonance. So we have to be very mindful of so many things. Also, the people that we're around. We absorb each other's frequencies. We're either in dissonance with someone or in resonance with someone. And when we're in dissonance, we really don't want to be around them very long. And if we have to be around them too long, we might go into resonance with them. So when we're in those situations, we really have to kick in the self-awareness and really be focused and conscientious about our triggers. Because once you're triggered into some disgruntled thought about whatever, that changes your resonance. So initially it's effort to get your resonance in that state where you're fearless and you have a great outlook on life. You're content. And things go your way most of the time, and when they don't, you can laugh it off. So that's all about, doing your work. When you know better, you do better. And my resonance used to be way off. Way, way off. And I was super miserable. And I couldn't be happy with myself. Couldn't be happy alone. I was always having to go out and socialize. Always looking for someone to complete me, to fulfill me. And of course, with the resonance I was vibrating at, I was attracting people at a similar resonance. And we were at the resonance of confusion and fear and scarcity, and that doesn't work too well for too long. So yeah, it just became like a never-ending game that wasn't at all fun. So I just got real serious, went into language lessons of the heart, discovered that on a post back in 2016 on Facebook, dove into doing the work, even though back then it wasn't near as structurally presented as it is now. And man, it was just amazing. I still look back and can't believe, I'm the same person that used to, anytime I would drink alcohol, my objective was to get blackout drunk, which I usually did, and would often drive that way. And yeah, just often took other substances along with alcohol. Actually shuffled pharmaceuticals between people, making a buck here and there. Just some really horrible decisions when I was in that resonance of depression and self-hatred and trying to escape all the pain. And now there is no pain. I don't even know how that's possible. You can go back to these stories in your life that used to be so painful even to think about or talk about, and you can talk about them now without, feeling that pain again. So it's so empowering to get to the other side of the pain and find an end to pain. And that's one of the things Michael Harrell from Language Lessons of the Heart touts, is that there is an end to pain. With emotional healing, there is an end to your pain. Whereas with the spiritual path, it's continuous because we always have room to grow and develop. So yeah, the best thing to change your resonance is to start making some action. And there's lots of ways to do that. And I've said before, gratitude is a huge one. And then all the other things I've mentioned in this recording. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. And I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to always stay focused on what you want and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.